Kia ora. Okay, so in this video, I know I got changed and everything's different, but hey, I'm here. Okay. So in this little video, I just want to talk about some of the things that you're going to experience when you're going through your ascension in the air to ether stage. This is the bit where people are going to think you're psychotic and insane. But I've got a list here of some of the things you're going to experience when you're having your ascension. In the hopes that you can understand it a little bit more and know that you will get through this. This does come to an end. You just have to be strong and persevere. So apart from apparent psychosis, you become hypervigilant, you get the jitters, you get very nervous and anxious, you have uncontrollable actions, you suffer from depression and anxiety, you have paranoia, loss of appetite, obsessive behaviour, insomnia, memory loss is a big one. You won't remember a lot of what you say and do, and people will think you're lying, but you genuinely can't remember because you're so exhausted, because you're literally fighting two people at once. And if you're carrying past life stuff, or you've absorbed a lot of people during readings or social media contact and that, you could be doing battle with quite a lot of people inside your head. Sound sensitive is another one. I became very sound sensitive. I like annoying, like repetitive noises, and certain songs and certain sounds became very irritating to me and could even be like a trigger for anxiety and stuff. So remember I said in my first video about how I would just listen to thunder and rain in my headphones, because you do become very sound sensitive to the point where it can become physically painful. You'll get physical pain, you'll hurt if you have the wrong vibration going into your head. You also get nervous. You hear double voices, like I said. You'll have like the good version and the negative version. Lack of focus and concentration as well. Now, I know that sounds juxtaposed to the obsessive behavior, the lack of focus and concentration, but it swings and roundabouts. You go through, it's kind of like mania, like manic depression. Like you'll have highs, or because this is what I'm trying to say, is that things like manic depression and bipolar, I actually think are varying forms of ascension processes for the empath, because you do come across as being very sort of up one minute, down the next, like full of concentration and just writing, or painting 1 minute, and then just being like a complete sort of zombie and lack of focus and lazy in that at the same time. So exercise is key. You have to get exercise. You won't want to exercise when you're going through this final stage, and that's fine, but in the process leading up to it, especially when you start at the earth side of it, I recommend you get exercise and you start eating better and look after your body, because it really does make a huge difference. Your body has to be your temple as an empath, and what you put into it is going to have a direct correlation to what comes out. So if you fill it with things like sugar, we know sugar causes depression. It degenerates the cartilage in your bones. It causes lethargy. It triggers depression like you wouldn't believe. And it sends your brain to sleep. It lulls it into a false sense of quiet, and you send your brain to sleep. So keep off sugar. Absolutely get away from sugar. Coconut oil for your brain. Butter, have butter, cheese, full fat milk. Get the healthy fats coating your brain, because you will become very introspective and deep, and you have to rely on the health of your brain to make sure that what you're putting into it has to be good, because what you're putting out has to be good. Limit things like alcohol and substances and stuff like that, obviously, but weed is completely fine. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Decalcify your pineal gland by doing all sorts of tests and stuff to open it up, because obviously the stronger your signal, the better your connection to the voices. But yeah, basically, like, start looking after your body, because a healthy mind is a healthy spirit, and a healthy body. Because I always say with depression that when the mind goes, the body goes, and then the spirit's sure to follow. So if you keep your mind healthy and your body healthy, then your spirit's healthy as well. And then that's obviously getting that mind, body, spirit balance. But that was just a couple of, well, not a couple, that was quite a few things that you're going to experience when you are going through this final stage. And I hope it helps. The memory loss one was really bad for me, because people say, like, you know, the fact that you don't remember why you're doing this or blah blah blah, but it's like, no, it really is a symptom of what you're going through. And I usually have a fantastic memory as well, but anyway, so I just thought I'd put that up there for you to know that it's perfectly normal, and I promise you will get yourself through it. You really will. So enjoy the video, and I'll speak to you soon.